It's easier to identify an individual uniquely with his or her identity, authenticate them since we are capturing the biometrics.
Oh, welcome to the log cabin. My name is Doug. Today I'm here to warn you about DPI as we move into the digital era and leave behind the books and knowledge of the past, which I hope you don't do. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information in this video today concerning the DPI.
Country, let's say, for example, you go to any African country, or you go to Philippines, or you go to Morocco. Today, if you want to deliver services, it's easier to identify an individual uniquely with his or her identity, authenticate them since we are capturing the biometrics. So you're sure that this person is who he claims to be, and then you provide the service.
And what's going to be happening with digital passports, okay? And I've been explaining to folks that follow our channel here on YouTube and Facebook and social media that they're noticing a lot of changes. I asked some of the folks that are hanging out with us if they had a lot of updates to their computers and if they had to re-log into all of their apps and accounts, and the results were overwhelming. Actually, a large portion of people have been logged out of their, let's say, whatever kind of emails or any kind of online activity they do, their bill pays, anything like that. Leave a comment down below if you've had that happen to you anytime recently, okay? Because it's happened to me, and I had to re-log into all of my internet-connected sources. All right, so I am going to encourage you also by the end of this video to get yourself some physical information like Clyde's Garden Planner. Especially a lot of you guys are new at gardening. The Clyde's Garden Planner could really help you with your gardening if you were to be disconnected from the internet for bad behavior. I know, it does sound dystopian how they can disconnect you from society because you are not conforming. But today I'm going to present you with a little evidence that shows you we are heading there, and in some cases could be there already. On November 8th, 50 in 5 was formally launched by, wait for it, the UN, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the Rockefeller Foundation. Now, what is DPI, you ask? Well, here's a short video.
For access and delivery of critical public and private services, DPI starts with the following foundational components: verifiable digital identification that proves who you are, protects your rights, and opens the door to economic opportunities; real-time payments that allow people, government, and businesses to instantaneously send and receive payments; and trusted data exchange that allows for information and data to flow securely and seamlessly. Together, these foundational components form an interconnected digital network that can spur countries to build resilient economies and drive impact across all sectors for everyone. However, implementing DPI safely and inclusively, and with the flexibility to meet both current and future needs, can be challenging. Without carefully planning and building their DPI, countries risk being locked into digital monopolies that stifle local innovation and limit their ability to meet development needs and address emerging challenges. To overcome these obstacles, countries are coming together through 50 in 5, a country-led advocacy campaign to help shorten and improve each other's DPI implementation journeys. In 5, by joining, no country will have to tackle DPI implementation alone or start from scratch. Instead, they will have the resources, tools, and support for economies and people to thrive in a digital and interconnected world.
Digital payments and digital sharing rollouts of 50 countries under the umbrella of the Digital Public Infrastructure, DPI. By 2028, the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, has announced plans to roll out the digital ID worldwide by the end of 2030. Okay? I was explaining to you guys that they're aggressively removing content as we speak, as you're watching this video right now off social media platforms, and they are establishing the WHO as the health authority, period. Okay? And I've had some of our videos removed just for that reason. All right, so the press is on. All I'm trying to do is make you guys aware that they are not going to abandon the digital currency, the digital ID, and the digital passports.
Every moment that we are making some change to some life somewhere, and we are hoping that this is all positive impact that we are creating everywhere. When we see that we have millions of people who have been issued IDs based on the MOSIP platform, it actually gives us a sense of satisfaction on one hand, but it also shows us that we have billions more to cover.
Holy guacamole! Can you believe we're seeing this in today's world, in the information age? So it's a real thing, man. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the UN, and everyone are getting on board with the digital currencies. And I was, like I said, asking some folks about the updates, and a lot of people are being cut off from the internet, having to reassign. We also, talked about the numbers at the end of your name that mysteriously showed up a little while ago. And you have to remember that this is a long game. Okay, so while we're distracted and we're doing our thing, they are behind the scenes putting in the infrastructure to get you where they want you to be. Okay, that's right, where they want you to be. So the best thing for all of us is to keep sharing our information, sharing our knowledge, sharing, ways to live without the system, which would be books like Clyde's Garden Planner. You can go to offgridwithdougandstacy.com. Stacy's written some books. We have a new Remedy book out, because I don't even know how long that's going to go on. If you live in Canada, you can't even buy supplements anymore. I mean, they're outlawing all holistic treatment, supplements, the whole nine. Comment down below if you've heard about the DPI and the rollout from Bill Gates. It's going to lock you out of the internet, as I explained on another video. If this is all real, they're literally going to crash the internet, and when they bring it back up, you will have to conform. I'm going to show you a quick clip right here of how you get the digital ID. You have to fill out your paperwork, and then you have to put your eyes into a retina scanning machine. And that's why, and you heard earlier in the video clip, that they will have all of your bio data. It's a brave new world, folks. And we will see you on the next video. All right, make sure you share this video. There's a lot of people who never had a clue about any of the stuff that we've been talking about lately, but that are doing their own research and drawing the same conclusions and are getting better prepared. Remember, we are preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best. All right, we'll see you on the next video. Can you imagine that? Being locked out from all connections. Phew.
Verifiable digital identification that proves who you are, protects your rights, and opens the door to economic opportunity.